Hi, I'm Rick Richardson. Welcome back to Salary Step Up series. This is step 23 in the series. This is actually the last step in the series. In the previous steps, you've gone from the very beginning of forming and researching to planning, learning some tips and techniques, and then practicing the presentation. So you should be at a point now that you're comfortable and confident. If any of this is not the case, then I want you to go back and review those things where you feel that you're weak. But once you're ready, once you feel comfortable, I want you to take action. Now, I say once you're ready and once you feel comfortable, I want you to know that's never going to be 100%. If it is, then you've over-practiced. The idea here is that you don't have to be perfect to do what you're doing. You just need to have gotten to a point where you're comfortable and you're proficient. So I want you to realize that when those pieces have come into place, you're going to take action. You're the only one that can do this. You've gone through a very systematic program to prepare for it, and you're now prepared. You need to push aside any doubts and take that step that's going to put this into motion. You can rely on the knowledge that in building a strong plan with strong supporting data and practicing that you are going to be good enough to get this done. You don't have to put on the best performance of your life. You don't have to feel that there is zero problems with your request. You just have to feel that you've done what you need to do to be prepared to this point. You may have had a very limited amount of time to do this, or you might have had plenty of time to do it. In either case, the time is now to take action. Now, if you've linked this to a event, maybe it's your annual review or something like that, and the appointment's already been set, then you go ahead with that. You might still need to work out some details, so continue to listen, but I'm going to talk to those people that haven't made a specific appointment at this time. What I want you to do is I want you to look at the calendar and pin that down. Now, I've asked you to do this before, but maybe you were waiting to get to a point where you felt comfortable to do it. In either case, now's the time to do it. You pick that date and you approach your boss with it. So here's how I want you to approach your boss. I want you to say, okay, I want to have a discussion with you about some items with my employment. I want to talk to you about a pay raise or a promotion or whatever. Now, how you phrase that has a lot to do with who your boss is and any personality traits and things that you've discovered in this process. I would strongly recommend that you follow my advice from previous steps where you do not ambush them. What I would recommend is that you say, I'd like to talk with you about this. Are you available Tuesday at 3 p.m. or Wednesday at 4 p.m.? Giving them an either or will show them that you have some flexibility. They might come back with, no, I'm not available on either of those days, but I am available on this other day. That's not as critical as that you give them an either or and you give them an option to a specific time within 1 week. So it could be, would it be better on Tuesday of this week or Tuesday of the next week or whatever it is. You'll know their schedule enough to kind of have an idea of where they're at. And so they shouldn't have a lot of wiggle room with you to push you aside unless there's something on their agenda that you don't know about. All right, so you've got the appointment set and now it's time to walk into that appointment. It's 15 minutes from now. What are you going to do? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to review your presentation one last time. Just pull out that single sheet that you're going to do, review it, close your eyes, review it in your mind how you've practiced it so many times. You know your key points. You know all of this. It's going to come to you. We're just doing this one last refresher just to put it right at the forethought. All right, the next thing I want you to do, this sounds kind of silly, but just like when your mom sent you out the door, I want you to take a look at yourself in a mirror. Make sure you don't have something from lunch stuck in your teeth. Make sure you don't smell like yesterday's gym socks. Make sure that you've run a comb through your hair, whatever you've got to do. You got hair like mine, you don't have to worry about combing it. So I want you to take one last look, and everything looks good. Okay, last thing. We're going to do that silly little practice. So you might have to go to the bathroom or to a room that no one's in, or you might need to step outside or whatever. You know, stick your arms up in the air. You're going to get that feeling of triumph, that feeling that you've just won. You're going to put a big smile on your face, and you're going to force yourself to smile so big that you're getting just happy. You can just feel positive. You're triggering those little subconscious things that happen somewhere inside of you that your body triggers, and you're going to take a couple of really deep belly breaths, and you're going to get really relaxed. All right, so now you're relaxed, you're positive, you've got the energy, you sat up straight, you're ready to go. You walk into the presentation, don't rush. Make sure that your flow is smooth. All right, so greet your boss, tell them what you're going to go over it, present it to them, or him or her, them, if it's multiples. Do your presentation. Ask for the objections or the concerns, if they have any. The way you don't want them to come up with them if they don't have any. So I'd like to answer any of your concerns if you have any. If not, if I could just get your agreement on this, I'd love to put this into action. Okay, so you've come to an agreement. You've worked out all the details. Now you need to get this in writing. We live in a real busy world. Things get forgotten. Things get pushed aside. Take your presentation page and have them sign the bottom agreeing to your terms. Or have a separate terms page that you've already prepared. The reason you want to do this is, even if your boss is a handshake kind of guy or gal, even if you trust them to carry through on all of this, in business, it's only professional to make sure you have things in writing. You want to make sure that these things are not changed later. This is not something where he's going to come back to work tomorrow and remember it differently. It's also something that we want to have commitment on. So you get it in writing. If you're not able to come to a complete agreement, then I want you to agree on when you're going to review and what you're going to review. And at that point, you're going to come to an agreement and you're going to get it in writing. If in the negotiations you've come to a point where you have to leave, you've already addressed that in your plan B. That's not going to be the case though, because we've put everything together and this is solid. So the only thing left at this point is to take action. You are capable of doing this. You deserve it, and you're going to get it. All right. So I want you to do that, and I want you to do it right away. As soon as you finish, I want you to share your story with us. I want you to send us a message that tells us what you've done and how it's worked and what we can give to other people to increase this success rate. We want everybody that wants a pay raise, that deserves a pay raise, to get the pay raise. If you want a promotion and you are capable of handling that promotion, we want you to get that promotion. And then we want you to help other people, and we want to help those other people. So share your story. All right, that's what the Salary Step Up series is all about. Well, I want to thank you for watching these. I want to thank you for putting your energy into this. And I want to congratulate you on getting your new pay raise. All right, have a good one. I'm Rick Richardson. This is the Salary Step Up series. Thanks for watching.